So I inherited a property from my dad, just passed away about 6 months ago. It is a house that I lived in also for 20, 30 years. It was about a 50-year-old property, and we had to make some decisions on selling it as is and just get a buyer in as quickly as possible and sell the house and move on, or try and renovate it and get the most money that you can for it.
Well, from, a mom perspective and a working mom perspective, I thought, wow, this is going to be a lot, I'm not sure this is something we can take on, because it still had the green carpet, from the 70s. And to me, I just thought, we need some options here. We need we need support to get through this process, because it's going to be pretty overwhelming just thinking about how you make all of this work. And I had already had settled estates in my family and cleaned out homes, and I knew how much work it was, and I was just kind of I don't know, this is going to be a huge project to get presentable. And that was just kind of my a little anxiety looking at how is this going to all come together.
Well, we had an offer from the next door neighbor to start. The first thought I had was, this is enticing. I'm getting a cash offer for as is. We just get this done and move on and take the money and put it to good use, that kind of deal. But then I thought maybe it is worth it to wait out a little longer. We want to do the correct thing. So the realtor suggested to meet with Lane and Andrew while we were going through the early process of selling the house, which we did. And they came back with a really nice breakdown, very detail-oriented of what their vision, their goal was for the house. And as I started reading through it more and more, I just said, yeah, we gotta go with this. First few weeks, it's just taking it down, gutting it, and not sure what it's going to be like. You have what the vision looks like, but then after that, the last couple of weeks, it's actually kind of fun to see the progress going through, and especially towards the very end, all the different changes they had. That was really rewarding for everyone. But it was definitely, I was not feeling the stress or pressure of any of it. It was just the opposite. It was kind of rewarding and felt good and exciting to go over and just check in on things and see what the latest was. And that was, I had never done something like that, especially on that scale before, but I was really pleased to see how that went.
Lane and Andrew were so good with all the details. Their crew people were really good, fast, on track, and they took that house to the next level and really made it appealing to buyers, and it was really an incredible transformation, I thought. And it was easy. I didn't feel stressful at all. Like I said, Mike, would call and say, okay, this is the thing, and they would talk and make a decision. It was just seamless. I didn't feel any stress, because there's so much going on at that time. You have these family emotions about your family home and this and that, but I don't know, I felt like it was really easy, and Lena and Andrew were very empathetic, knowing it was a family home and we're making these big changes to this house you've had forever. But it was good. It was easy. I didn't find it stressful at all.
They let us know exactly everything that was going on with the house. It was very helpful. And even the attention to detail, I remember the beams as you walk into the front part of the house. If it wasn't just right, they wanted to change that. And even actually the staging at the very end, I remember Elena went through and said, no, I want this way, and move it over to here. And she could have just been at the end, no, it's good enough, we're fine, we've done everything. But just that last little step, I thought that was pretty good. So into it at the very end.
It was pretty shocking. It was incredible, because we're all excited, we get the link ready, okay, it's gonna go on the market. Next thing we know, I feel like we woke up in the morning, Mike's like, we got an offer. And I was like, what? It's I was like, it's 2 hours, or I guess it was 12 hours, but it was incredible. I'd never experienced a home selling that quickly, and I'm way far above asking. So I was like, this is crazy.
That part felt good.
That was incredible. Well, it was just win-win all around. They were really great to work with. They presented problems, provided solutions. They came in on time, and the huge amount of equity we got out of the house. I think it broke records in the neighborhood. And then the biggest winner of all is a family that gets to move into this beautiful home that's totally ready to go and start their lives together. But yeah, I just thought it was great.
Yeah, so for the 9-week process, we got an additional $369,000 for doing that.
Which is pretty incredible. Who makes that much money in 9 weeks?
So one of the great things about working with Integrity Homes is they did finish within the 8 to 10 week time frame that they gave us.
In fact, I think it was a little week under. So that was
Yes, it
pretty
was.
incredible too. That just got us, on the market even quicker and
Yep.
sold the
That's
house
the
even
goal.
quicker, which was amazing. It was a team effort because Lena and Andrew didn't get paid until escrow. And so they were just as invested as all of us to make sure that the property looked beautiful and it was turnkey and ready to go and it would sell quickly and we would get like top dollar, which is what we did.
So that made it even more appealing to me that there's no cash up front, not even a percentage. We were all motivated, which I liked about the process too. I liked the team approach. We were all on board to get to the final stage where the house sells. When the house sells, that's when everyone gets paid. And that's when the job is well done that way. Looking back on it now, from the very start, when I first walked into the house and just thinking, gosh, what should I do here with this? I'm just so grateful that we did wait an extra 9 weeks for that process, and then the house sold right after that. So really an additional little over 2 months, we made an extra $369,000. So that's a great way to kind of end the whole process.
I just feel like it was very fortuitous to meet Lane and Andrew. This really could not have come to fruition without them, because at the end of the day, 9 weeks, we made almost $400,000 over. And for a family home that Mike shared, it was just sort of like a wonderful send-off, to have a lot of pride and be able to like let go of this family home. If you're ever in a situation where you have like a fixer-upper or a house that needs a lot of TLC and you can afford to wait and go through this process, I would put my faith in Lane and Andrew and Integrity Homes, because this really paid off for us, and we just really appreciate all the trust that they put in us and that they took a risk on us, because now the house is beautiful and the people who really win are the family that moved into this gorgeous home that Lane and Andrew really transformed and made a beautiful family home that they'll enjoy for a long time to come.
Feels good to pass it on to the next generation.
Yeah.